Hello everybody, my name is Adam Gordon, an edutainer here at IT Pro TV, back with another exciting episode in our Tips for Teams series. In this particular episode, we're going to look at something cool, exciting, and fun that's going to make your meetings a lot more engaging. We're going to show you how to change that background image that goes on behind you while you're in a meeting. You can have no image, you can blur it, or guess what? You can actually upload a custom image, and I'm going to show you all about it right now. Let's join a meeting. It's already taking place. There we are. I've got a meeting set up just so we can show you how these effects work. And when you want to go in and you want to change this background image, and by the way, the image, as you can see, is right now just what's behind me in the studio. This is what we call no image, meaning you do get an image. Microsoft should be a little bit clearer about this. What you see is whatever the camera sees that is actually behind you when you enter the meeting. So no image really means that you get whatever is simply going on around you. Now, in theory, you could just simply cover your camera, which is what I just did, and really have nothing at all going on behind you. But that's usually not what people want. They want to have something that's going on behind them, so they don't just have a dark black screen. And so if we have this image, but we're not happy with it, we can blur it. So let's take a look at how we could do that first. And then I'll show you how to change it using the pre-built images that are there, or maybe adding one yourself. I'm going to go over here to where it says More Actions, or 3 dots. We call that an ellipsis. We're going to click on that. We're going to get a pull-down menu. And one of those options is going to allow us to change the background by using what's called the Apply Background Effects settings. You see them right there. And so we're going to click Apply Background Effects. When I do that, you'll notice that this area in the right-hand corner of the screen under background settings is a little list that has all these rectangles that show me previews or thumbnails of different images. The one I've selected, the default, is that one that I told you Microsoft says means no image. And we know it's selected because there's a border around it. You can see that. And there's a white check in the upper right-hand corner that indicates that we've selected that. Now, if I want to change what's going on, I can highlight blur. You could see I just did that by moving to the right and just simply selecting it. I'll click on it, choosing to put that into my active window, little white check right there. Click Apply down at the bottom. And when I do that, what you're going to see, and watch what happens to the image right behind me here, it just gets soft. It kind of blurs out, matching very similarly to what you see behind me in the window as I'm actually talking to you outside of the Teams meeting. So I can blur any image, anything that's going on behind me. And if that's all I want to do, it's really simple. But if I want to use one of these pre-made images in the image gallery here that Microsoft loads up for me, and there's a variety of them. They may vary in your Teams application depending on how often you update the software. When you do some updates, Microsoft sometimes adds new images, so you may or may not see the same ones I have. But let's say I wanted to go to the beach. Maybe I was feeling like getting out today. Highlight what is there as a beach image, click Apply, and all of a sudden, I wind up on the beach. Looks like I'm on Miami Beach or South Beach somewhere. And I could do this with any of the background images. Maybe I want to be in a nice white room, kind of clean, some sunlight coming in. Doesn't really matter. As long as the image is already there, I could select any one. And as I go down towards the bottom, I'll see all the built-in images. And there's some things going on down here that are a little unusual. These are actually going to be custom images, pictures that I've added in. Mr. Smiley face there, and a picture of one of our studios here at IT Pro TV. And the way I got those in there before I select them is that I came up to the top here under background settings, and I choose that Add New option. That lets me open a browse window and simply go out and find an image that I want to use, whether it's a picture, wherever it may be, or something I've downloaded. So whatever it is, maybe a smiley face like I have, or who knows what it is, right? Just choose an image, and all you do is grab that image, upload it, and then it will appear here. And then all I have to do is come over to the image in question, click on it to select. You'll see the white check indicates that I've done that. And then just simply click Apply. And as you notice, I'm just going to close the background settings window while we're doing that, I've switched my image now to one of our studio backgrounds. And we can see that that modifies. Now I'm able to have my meeting with what looks like a pretty nice, well-lit background right going on behind me. And I can show people maybe a room where I work, or perhaps an image I want them to see. Now you do notice that as I move around, there's a little bit of, kind of this ghost image, this white area that's right on the edge of me as I move around. Depending on the image you have behind you, and depending on its makeup and its complexity, That shadowing will happen as you move across the image. So the less you move, right, when you're doing this in terms of presenting in a meeting, the more likely it is that people will think it's actually just that image that you're using and not just simply a background, right, as you know. But you could see I could do this with very little trouble. When I say I can do it, I mean you could do it as well. It's very simple for you to do, and it's real easy for you to modify these images and give yourself whatever background you're looking for as you create a meeting in Teams. I'll be back with new and exciting ways you can continue to be productive using Microsoft Teams. But until I'm back with another one of those episodes, I'm going to wish you happy teaming, and I'll see you soon.